Tales of a human existence that's primitive and in danger of extinction can be hard to imagine for a generation used to the sheltered life of modern cities. But a few grim pictures are all it takes, and a startling, shocking truth begins to disturb the tranquility. Images of people weathered by long and harsh years spent in the confines of dense forests. Scenes of faces creased by an unimaginable, insufferable existence. Stories of survival, where one must tread bare feet for miles every day, scouring the earth and scattered cowpea fields for whatever little food that can be found. Frames of a lifestyle in which women traverse the hostile contours of an entire mountainside and trudge for hours to get their daily fill of water. This is the way of life for Rami Pahadin and her community of 13,000 Pahadiyas, a primitive tribal group that inhabits the forests of Rajmahal Hills in the Sundar Pahadi block of Godda district in Jharkhand. A tribe that gets its name from the Pahars, or hills they inhabit. The community of Pahadiyas lead a minimalistic life as they nurture mainstream dreams and celebrate every ray of hope.
रोडा जाति जह बेला ये रोडा बेला केले को इंद्र है नर अलवी बरचा दाद बेला मंदर जाति बेला दा दिजड़ो है को तुम्हें ज्यादा गाड़े टका जी मुँह सोचा अस्पताल को होनी.
Life in the hills was never easy, but illiteracy, ignorance and political apathy further impaired their struggle for survival. As the peace-loving Pahadiyas moved higher and higher up the hills to avoid conflicts with tribes settled on the plains, diminishing resources, malnutrition and disease took a toll on them that time did not. In fact, little development was possible in an environment without roads, schools, hospitals, homes, electricity, water and dependable means of livelihood.
पहाड़ पे रहने वाले को तो हम लोग ज़्यादातर लकड़ी दूर से ढो के लाते हैं जंगल से और पानी झरना जाके किलोमीटर झरना जाके हम लोग पानी लाते हैं.
It was in early 2000 that professionals from Pradhan, an NGO, while working on a Tassar sericulture program in Godda and other districts of Santhal Parganas, decided to respond to the urgent, wide-ranging support required by the Pahadiyas. It was clear that to save a community with such high vulnerability, the level of involvement and intervention had to be extremely intense.
Pradhan started working here in 1990s, and initially we concentrated in plain areas where Santhals are residing. But these hill areas, because of the inaccessibility and because of their remoteness, they were left out. Pradhan is an organization which has been working to support livelihood activities all over India in various states. But in case of Pahadiyas, we found that just supporting livelihood activities was not enough. We decided to concentrate it on other things like basic health services, drinking water, basic infrastructure, And in this respect, this project was initiated.
Pradhan decided to take up an enabling approach to work with the Pahariyas so that in the long run they could take charge of their own lives and their environment. Given such a situation, it was decided to take up a multi-pronged approach, which included community mobilization and capacity building programs through women's self-help groups and cooperatives, installing systems to reduce endemic risks and vulnerabilities through health interventions and insurance schemes, initiating various income generation programs including cooperative marketing. One of the first success stories, and in many ways the foundation of the Pradhan Intervention Program, was the creation of women's self-help groups, or SHGs, that were instrumental in providing financial independence to women like Punya Paharin. SHGs are informal associations of about 20 women from the same village who meet weekly and pool their savings to provide mutual help, livelihood planning and financial intermediation to members in need. As a frail 40-year-old, Punya had to take loans from the local moneylender every time there was a crisis in the family. Today, thanks to her SHG, Punya has managed to exit the vicious cycle of loans and debts. She's also proud to have a modest saving of her own in the bank account managed by her self-help group.
Mahajane kinu ondraka dobra taka muj pomjadi noru dobra mala inoru alga muj poda karaji gorhonon manno itka ojaji pomanja inoru lumboron lafka jaharu mulena ji poda rohi suden algeji po.
Currently, over 60 such SHGs comprising 800 women members from over 40 villages work together, create a better life together, and even celebrate their newfound confidence together. Under the guidance of Pradhan, nearly 52 such SHGs and 7 SHG cluster associations have come together to form the Sundar Pahari Adivasi Vikas Swavalambi Sahakarita Samiti, a cooperative working towards creating a better quality of life for the Pahariyas, supported by the Department of Cooperation, Government of Jharkhand.
Today we have one cooperative which is having 514 members, all Pahariya women, and they have been running all these projects, right from bank linkages, mobilizing finance, domestic lighting, basic health services, and saving these non-wood forest product trees. So in a way, SHG is managing all these aspects towards their development.
The Sahakarita Samiti looks after activities like arranging crop loans for buying seeds and providing other inputs such as pesticides, fertilizers and collective marketing. This cooperative also undertakes the creation of appropriate storage facilities. In Chevo Tetaria, it has set up a godown equipped with solar dryers for the storage of pulses, mahua, cowpea and mustard. The cooperative also imparts training on various vocations like computer operations, microscopy for disease diagnosis, hand pump repair and veterinary services. The introduction of solar lamps for domestic lighting has also changed the lives of Pahariyas dramatically. While these lamps ensure that life goes on seamlessly after sundown, they have also lit up the path to enlightenment for the next generation of Pahariyas with the setting up of community prep night schools. As another unique strategy specially developed for Pahariyas, Pradhan initiated the creation of Save the Tree Corpus Fund, an ingenious idea designed to free needy Pahariyas from debt traps of moneylenders and timber traders. Pahariyas in need of money can mortgage their trees at prevailing market rates to SHGs, who maintain the trees and sell their non-wood forest products to recover the mortgage value and buy more such trees for the corpus. The trees are restored to the original owner once he pays the mortgage amount, along with 12% interest annually.
Ma erino palitroti lagkan peta kulala no chetan iskulane chi lagkan no chetan ro mahajane bahno imanan bisno to mahajane huir ka hoyana alkan jama bahno ildakan no chetan ma erin peta choti lagkan.
This way, over 200 trees across 27 villages have been saved with an investment of 2.5 lakh rupees. The corpus has been funded by the Department of Welfare, Government of Jharkhand, which has sanctioned 10 lakh rupees to Sundar Pahari Adivasi Sahkarita Samiti. Over the years of initiating and executing livelihood programs in the area, Pradhan realized that unless urgent measures are quickly introduced to reduce the suffering unleashed by tropical diseases like malaria, filaria, Kala-Azar, tuberculosis, gastrointestinal diseases and leprosy, none of the income-generating activities would bear fruit. Thus, in 2003, a multi-level 3-year pilot project supported by the United Nations Development Programme and Ministry of Rural Development was rapidly put in place for the Pahariyas to access improved basic health services through the network of women's SHGs. The first step was to create awareness among the women on preventive health. For this, discussions were carried out in the SHGs, clusters and cooperative meetings to remove commonly held myths and beliefs regarding the diseases, their prevention and treatment. Disease prevention and control measures were taken up through usage of insecticide-treated mosquito nets, mosquito repellents, DDT IRS sprays, chlorination of wells, disease surveillance, and as well as initiating diagnosis and first-line treatment at village level.
जितना भी पेशेंट आते हैं तो उनको हम रोज़ ब्लड सैंपल लेते हैं, उनका जांच करते हैं, फिर जांच करके उस जो रिपोर्ट निकलता है उसके आधार पर हम दवा देते हैं। फिर गांव में भी जब कॉल आते हैं तो इमरजेंसी में हम घर भी जाते हैं।
Training was simultaneously carried out to create a pool of dedicated community health workers equipped with necessary instruments, infrastructure and medicines. They carried out diagnosis and treatment of diseases at affordable costs for the people at their very doorsteps, a facility considered an impossibility not so long ago, considering the hostile terrain. The community health services were instrumental in saving the life of 10-year-old Shiv of Bada Jolo village, who was suffering from Kala-Azar for nearly 2 years. After he did not respond to the first-line treatment provided at the village level, a critical Shiv was shifted to Godda Civil Hospital at the nick of time for his worsening condition to be treated by senior doctors. Today, Shiv is back to his usual playful self, and his mother can't thank the community health worker enough for having saved the life of her little one. Such timely interventions have saved the lives of several other Pahariyas who would have otherwise succumbed to fatal diseases prevalent in the area.
भैया लोग माध्यम से दवाई रखे हैं, वहाँ टीबी का दवा जांच करने के बाद हम लोग का यहाँ से ले सकते हैं, और खलाजार का भी दवा यहाँ जांच करके बाद में यहाँ से ले सकते हैं, और मलेरिया के लिए तो आर हमेशा रखते हैं।
Collaborative approaches have now been launched by networking with mainstream medical institutions and hospitals in order to create an enabling environment by providing medicines and necessary equipment.
प्रधान मेरा एक रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एनजीओ है। पहला जैसे कि उनको जब भी कभी भी एंटी मलेरिया ड्रग्स की या एंटी कालाजार ड्रग्स की ज़रूरत होती है हम उनको देते हैं। दूसरा है कि वो अभी हमारा 2005-6 में हमारा मेडिकेट मॉस्किटो नेट्स आया था जिसको उन्हीं लोगों ने इम्प्रेगनेट किया और उनके और हमारे सुंदर पहाड़ी के मलेरिया एंड हेल्थ स्टाफ के कोऑर्डिनेशन से वी हैव डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड दैट मेडिकेटेड मॉस्किटो नेट्स।
Thus, in association with other stakeholders, Pradhan's intervention has successfully built formidable institutions around the Pahadiyas, thereby helping them take charge of their lives and their fragile habitat.
We are trying to reach out to them through in cooperation with the civil societies and also with our village level functionaries. And the basic priority areas we have fixed to give the basic facilities like health, education, food and shelter. So, the government of India as well as the government of Jharkhand through the Tribal Development Department, we have been taking many initiatives, especially while providing these basic facilities, we are also looking forward to empower and to strengthen their community setup.
Working under extremely strenuous and adverse conditions, Pradhan has succeeded in bringing about positive, healthy and fruitful change in the lives of the Pahadiyas.
अलग के नमे गारा एड़ू चला रे कच्ची न तो एड़ू डोक दे इंद्र गुटा काला मल्ला इंद्र गुटे कीड़ा मल्ला सड़का बरी इंद्र बरी नोटी कल डाली बरी जेल को बरी आदि न तो ये गुरु पे न एड़ू चलर न एड़ू दी।
पहले नहीं समझते तो समय में लोग बचत करने नहीं आता था हम लोग को। अब जो है प्रधान आने के बाद हम लोग को पैसा बचत करने के लिए हम लोग सीख गए हैं। हर आदमी के पास अभी 1000-1500 रुपया बचत का पैसा है।
Today, with newfound perspectives and capabilities, the Pahadiyas are confident enough to understand their needs, be vocal about their demands, and transform their lives.
Ha ha